All right, so have you ever had that feeling? Like you really want to find like the true heart of a city, not just, the touristy spots, but the real deal. Today we're diving into a Lexington legend that's supposed to be more than just a meal. Columbia Steakhouse.
Oh, yeah.
We've got 2 articles here, and they're full of really interesting stuff, and I'm ready to dig in.
Okay, great.
So,
Yeah, you picked a good one.
okay.
Columbia Steakhouse isn't just a steakhouse. It's pretty much like a part of Lexington's identity.
Okay.
It was started way back in 1948, so it's the oldest restaurant in all of central Kentucky.
Wow.
Think about that. They've been cooking steaks longer than Kentucky basketball has even had cheerleaders.
Wow, that is a long time. Now that you mention it, the articles kind of hint that it's got a bit of a, I don't know, a colorful past.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking presidents and athletes and things like that, but also like gambling rumors and disorderly conduct. Like this Nighthawk special better come with like a detective's case file or something.
Well, Lexington wasn't always the kind of quiet college town that everybody thinks of today.
Okay, yeah.
Columbia's really seen it all. And all those stories, they definitely add a kind of a mystique to the place.
Yeah.
It's like, when you go there, it's like taking a step back in time.
Okay.
And speaking of stepping back in time, they mentioned that legendary Smitty.
Yeah, yeah.
He was a real person, and he was like a celebrity there. People would wait in line just to have him show them to their table.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the stories that he could tell if only those walls could talk?
Right.
Okay, hold on. I want to hear more about Smitty, but first let's get to the food.
Okay.
One article claims that people drive near and far just to get a taste of Columbia. What are we talking about here? What is it that has everyone so hooked?
2 words. Nighthawk special. It's not just a steak, it's like an icon.
Okay.
Imagine this. A perfectly cooked 8-ounce tenderloin covered in garlic butter and served with a big fluffy baked potato.
Oh my God.
And don't even get me started on those rolls.
Okay, homemade rolls.
Homemade.
Oh my God.
With honey butter.
All right, you had me at tenderloin, but the rolls just sealed the deal.
Right.
Okay, now what about this Diego salad? They keep mentioning it, and it sounds mythical. Like, what is this thing?
That's another Columbia classic, and there's a lot of mystery around it. But the really cool thing is how these dishes are like woven into people's lives.
Okay.
It's not just a meal. It's like ordering up grandma's cooking or a memory of your first date or your graduation dinner.
Right.
You see how generations connect over these meals.
Yeah.
It's really something special.
So it's that built-in nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
Like you walk in and it's like stepping back in time. In a good way, not in a bad way. And speaking of time, I mean, Columbia's been around over 70 years.
It's a long time.
That's gotta mean they've adapted, right? Our articles mention 3 different Columbia experiences.
Yes.
What are we talking about here?
Well, that's what's so interesting. They've managed to change over time, but they haven't lost the heart of what they are.
Yeah.
So you've got that original North Limestone location, which is just dripping with history.
Okay.
And there's the Richmond Road spot, which is a bit more, intimate, a little quieter. They have live music. So, for people who are looking for something a little different.
Okay, I like it. Different vibes, right?
Right.
But are we talking about the same food? Is it the same legendary Nighthawk special, the one that's been, making people drool for decades? Or does each location have their own spin on things?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right.
And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about next. The main thing to understand here is how Columbia Steakhouse has managed to kind of, appeal to different tastes and different generations without losing what makes them special in the first place.
Okay, so, it's like they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But Columbia's not just coasting on their reputation, are they? They're doing that classic steakhouse thing, but they're also, they get the times change and tastes change too.
Yeah, and it's like they've figured out how to stay true to their roots, but still have something for everybody. So you've got someone who loves history, and they want that old school feel. So they go to the original location.
Right.
They can practically see Smitty showing people to their tables back in the day.
Totally.
And then you've got, maybe a younger crowd and they want something a little more lively, a little more modern.
Yeah.
So they go to that Richmond Road location. Different people, different experiences, but the same commitment to quality, that same Columbia soul is in both places.
Yeah, it's like they're saying, come on in, we've got a spot for you at the table no matter what. That's gotta be part of why they're so successful.
Oh, definitely. But it's gotta be more than just the food or the atmosphere, right? It's that sense of history, of tradition. You don't see that much anymore. What are some things that you find yourself going back to year after year? A book you love to read, a place you vacationed when you were a kid. I think people like knowing some things stay the same, even though the world's always changing.
One of the articles mentioned something that really stood out to me.
Oh, yeah.
It said that Columbia Steakhouse is a place where many people might feel more at ease than at home when in certain company.
Wow.
That's really something.
It really is. It's like they're saying people need that connection, that feeling of belonging. And they created a place where people can come together, have a nice meal, and just feel like they're part of something.
It's like when you go to your favorite coffee shop and they already know what you're going to order. Or that bookstore where you always seem to find some amazing book you've never heard of.
Exactly.
It's familiar, comfortable, like a home away from home.
Yeah, and you know, in this world where everything's so fast-paced and people are so disconnected, I think those places, those experiences, they're more important than ever. Don't you think?
For sure. It makes you wonder if that's part of the reason people keep coming back to Columbia Steakhouse generation after generation. Is it that Nighthawk special? Is it that they get to experience a little slice of Lexington history? Or is it something more?
I think that's the real question here. And I really do think it goes back to that feeling of connection, of belonging. It's being a part of something bigger than yourself.
So it's not just steak. It's not even just a meal.
Right.
It's those stories that you hear, the memories that you make, that feeling of community that sticks with you long after you've finished eating.
Exactly. It's like you're stepping into this place where time has kind of stopped.
Yeah.
You know, the past and the present, they're all mixed up together. And, you know, you can always count on a friendly face and an amazing steak.
It really is amazing how, like, a plate of food in the right place can be about so much more than just what's on the plate, right?
It really is, yeah. It's the whole thing. The company you keep, the atmosphere, you know. And in Columbia Steakhouse's case, it's like they're giving you a taste of something that never goes out of style.
That's what I'm thinking about after all this, for sure. This whole deep dive has been about that, really. It's not about the steak itself so much as it is about what that steak represents, you know, that feeling of like a touchstone, a place that's full of memories and meaning that gets passed down from one generation to the next.
Exactly. Columbia Steakhouse, it shows you how powerful tradition and community can be. And oh yeah, good food never hurts either, especially in a world where everything's changing so fast.
It's like you said, it's not just what you're eating, it's where you're eating it and who you're sharing it with. Finding those special places that just click with something inside of you.
Couldn't have put it better myself. And for everyone listening, think about this, okay? What are the Columbia Steakhouses in your own lives? You know what I mean? What places, what traditions, what experiences mean that much to you? Those are the things you want to hold on to.
That's something to chew on. Until next time, happy digging, everyone.